journey to Pincha Mayurasana. Yes. All right, so the key word is journey, okay? Journey. We're taking our time. We're not worried. We're going to enjoy it all the way there. No big deal. You don't even need a wall. You don't need a block. You don't need any of that because we're going to be building strength where we are, okay? Building strength where we are. All right, so go ahead and find your child's pose. Bring your big toes together. Let your knees go wide. And start to reach your fingertips forward towards the front of the room. Start to find your deep, full breaths. My teacher calls this deep breathing with sound. So that sound is like the ocean. That sound is grounding, not just to you, but to anyone who may be hearing you breathe. Let that breath bring you right into this moment. Anytime you start to find yourself going into any other moment, take your full awareness back to that breath. So for the purposes of grounding through breath, make the breath at least 4 to 6 counts on the inhale and exhale. When we control our breath, that is when it anchors. Walk your fingertips over towards the right side of your mat. And continue to push your hips back towards your heels. And then try to walk your left fingertips a little bit further than your right so you start to get more of a side body stretch. But try not to lift your left ribs up, your left side body up. Keep dropping it down. And you can go ahead and start to engage the navel here, bringing length into the spine, making sure that you're not hammocking through your back. 2 more breaths. As you inhale, bring it back to the center. And as you exhale, walk it over to the left. So again, lift the navel slightly, making sure that you're not hammocking your back. And walk the right fingertips a little further over than the left, getting more stretch to that side body. And making sure not to lift up your right shoulder. Hips still going back towards heels. Coming back to the center. Find table position. So you're going to come onto all fours and take your hips over your knees. And you're going to take your shoulders right over your wrists. Your knees are about hip distance apart. You're going to start cat and cow. So you're going to lift up the chest, make a rainbow out of your back. And then as you exhale, you're going to curl in like an angry Halloween cat. And keep going back and forth. Make sure that your neck is involved in this. So as you do cow, you're looking up. And as you do cat, you're rounding the chin towards the chest. As you go back and forth, make sure you're pushing down into the hands, specifically on the cat movement. So you really feel a broadening across your shoulders. So let's just hold there. So find your cat, get real big, get real angry, and then feel yourself broaden across your shoulders. Feel how stable that is, right? So we want to remember that for Pincha Mayurasana. So stable. Good. From here, go ahead and go into your cow. Good. One more round just like that. finish your round, no rush. Bring the spine back to neutral. Lift your right arm onto the sky. Thread that arm underneath your left one. Drop down to your right ear, right shoulder to the ground. Now walk your left fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Walk the left fingertips over towards the right of your mat, but you keep your navel engaged, keeping you from falling over. And start to lift your ribs up to the ceiling. Slowly coming back to your table position. And then from here, you're going to lift your left arm up to the sky. Thread it underneath your chest, dropping down to that left shoulder, left ear. Walk the right fingertips up towards the top of the mat. Reach your right fingertips towards the front of the room, get length, and then walk the right hand over towards the left side of the mat. Keep the arms straight. Remembering to keep the navel hugged in. One more deep breath. As you're ready, coming back to your table position. From here, tuck the toes under, lift the hips, downward facing dog. So first down dog, so you can take a moment here and start to walk that down dog out. Go slow, walk with your breath. Remember, your breath is what's anchoring you into the moment. When we start to move outside of our breath, we start to lose that anchor. We want that breath to anchor us into the now moment, into consciousness right now. And then as you're ready, bring that down dog back to stillness and take a moment here to really get long in your spine. Pushing into your hands, hips are high. If you need to bend your knees, bend your knees. Hug the navel in and up. Now broaden across the shoulders. Remember that angry cat we did earlier? Like, it's not gonna really look like that, but see if you can find that feeling as you broaden across the shoulders. A few more breaths here. All right, come up onto your toes. All right, this is your first one, okay? It's okay. Be easy on yourself. You're going to look forward, and you're going to tiptoe forward as long as you can. And when you can't tiptoe any further, you can bend your knees and walk yourself forward. Right, so what are we doing? We're like priming the shoulders. Like we're training our body how to start to carry the weight. Once you get to the front, grab an elbow in each hand and hang out. Making sure that the weight in your feet is even across the foot, that you're not leaning back towards the heels. Exhale as you release your hands down to the mat. Inhale, reach up to the sky, stand up, all the way up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, head up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms reach back up to the sky. So half sun salute. Exhale as you fold forward. Inhale, head up, halfway lift. Exhale as you fold. Last time, inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We'll take 3 ohms together. Inhale. Om. Om. Inhale, head up, look forward. Exhale, find your high plank and hold. So if you need to drop down to your knees, drop down to your knees. Now push into your hands and again, feel that broadening across your shoulders here. So we're not doing this to tire you out or anything like that. This is about really feeling the shoulders and where your stability is going to come from. Good, push it back, downward facing dog. Good, from here, drop back down to your table position, knees down. Now drop your chest and your chin down to the floor. Good, there you go. Hug the elbows in towards each other. Now from here, you're gonna push back with your feet so you're on your belly. Push, slide back with the feet. There you go. Good, from here, untuck your toes, push into your hands, just lift your chest. Push into the tops of your toes. Act as if you can pull your chest off your body. Push it forward. Good. From here, you can either drop your chest again or up dog and then take it back to downward facing dog. Few deep breaths. Keep hugging that navel in, broadening across the shoulders. Look in between your hands. Get on your tiptoes. And again, tiptoe forward. You may find that you can tiptoe forward a little bit more now than you did earlier. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, the arms reach up to the sky. Exhale as you fold it down. Inhale, head up, halfway lift. Exhale, palm the mat. Find that high plank. Maybe you're ready to bend your elbows and hover over the mat in chaturanga. Remember that you can bend your knees and put the knees down to the ground. Good. From here, lift back up. Oh, high plank, push back down, dog. Thank you. Awesome. Good. Drop back down to your table position. Now bring your chest and your chin back down to the earth. Hug the elbows in. Now push your legs back so you wind up being in on your belly. Now lift up. Beautiful. From here, you can always come back to your chest, push back through child's into down dog or up dog to down dog. Good. Look in between your hands. Now come forward any way you want to. If you're ready to take small hops, if you want to walk, go for it. Inhale, lift your head. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, arms sweep up. Feel the body get a little more heat. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, palm the mat, maybe high to low, high to chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Roll over the tops of the feet, lift the chest, push into the hands. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, drop down to your knees, chest, chin to the floor. Now this time, go ahead, shoot your legs back. We'll do it again. Go ahead, inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, one more time, drop down, knees, chest, chin. Slide it back. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Good work, hold it. One. So letting that heat build, it's purifying to your body. You want that. 2. 3. Taking 2 more breaths here. 1 more, and the breath is lovely. When you're ready, you're going to look in between those hands. Float, walk, step, hop to the front. Head up. Nice. Exhale as you fall. Good work. Inhale, reach your arms out to the sky. Exhale, clasp your hands behind you. Palms touch, fingers interlace. You're going to take your fists to the outside of your right ribs. Now hug the elbows towards each other. Keep dropping the shoulders down so you feel a stretch in the fronts of the shoulders. Good. From here, you're going to drop your, let's see, right ear to your right shoulder. Few more breaths. You can tilt your chin down just a little bit, getting a nice stretch to that neck. Good. From here, inhale back up, hands go back behind you, and then as you exhale, take the hands to the opposite side. Hug the elbows towards each other, drop the shoulders down, and then take the left ear to the left shoulder. At the same time, the left shoulder is moving away from the left ear. Now let the chin just gently, a little bit, not a lot, just a little bit towards that shoulder, stretching the neck. Inhale as you come back to center. Keep your hands clasped, but take your arms long now. Straighten them by your hips. And then take your feet apart. Exhale, fold. Breathing deeply here. So wherever you are with this pose, it is completely fine. If you want to grab a towel or strap, if you have that, you can, but you don't need to. You can be okay with where you are. Remember, we're on a journey. Exhale as you release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, chair pose. Bring the feet together to touch. Reach the arms up. If it's okay with your neck, you're going to start to lift your gaze up to the sky. On your next exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, look forward. Palm that mat, high to low. You can also go from high plank to down dog. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up to the sky. So just for today, just for now, I want you to keep the hips square. This is going to be very important when you work on your pincha, keeping those hips square. Now see if you can feel the back of your right heel lifting up higher and you're pushing through the ball of that foot. Step the right foot in between your hands. Take as many steps as you need. You're coming into a lunge. Bend the front knee. You're going to spin the back foot flat. Warrior one. Reach the arms up. So however you need to get into this, you might need to reach your arms up and then walk your foot forward. Whatever works for you. Deep in into that front leg. Hands come down, high to low. Remember, you can step from here straight to down dog or to child's. Inhale, up dog. Maybe it's a cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg lifts up with the hips square. So if you're used to opening up that hip, just notice how the mind is reacting to doing it this way. Step that left foot in between your hands, coming into our warrior one lunge. So back foot will spin flat, arms will reach up. Gonna bend into that front knee. And remember, however you need to get into it, this is you. More and more deep breath. Bring the hands down, high to low, or maybe you just step straight to your down dog. Let's do one more round. Right leg lifts up, keeping that hip nice and square. Step it forward, warrior one. Exhale, the hands come down, high to low. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left leg reaches up. Step in between your hands, warrior one, lunge. Exhale, the hands come down to the mat, high to low. Good, up dog. And knee and down dog. So, you watching from home, if you need a few more of these lunges, a little bit more of this warm up, feel free to pause this video right here and just go ahead and take a few more of those sun salutes, okay? Look in between your hands, walk, step, hop, float to the front of the mat, head up. Exhale as you fold. Inhale right into chair pose. Good, now bend the elbows. Lift the heart. Good, now bring the hands to the heart center, twist to the right. Feet come together at this point. Now you're pushing the top hand down into the bottom one, taking it closer to the center of your chest and intensifying the twist. If you want, you can open up the arms, reaching up. Exhale as you fold it back down. Take those feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees as much as you need to. You're going to grab your big toes with your peace sign fingers, and then your thumb wraps around to touch those two fingers. Now inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold. So feet are about hip distance apart. Yes, even more. And then the navel draws in. By drawing the navel in, you create more space for this fold. So the fold is coming from you not yanking with your arms, but from you initiating from the hips with that fold. A few more breaths. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look forward. Stay there, exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Exhale, right arm stays up. Drop your left arm by your side and reach for your right ankle. Side stretch. So your gaze, if it's okay with your neck, you can start to turn the chin up. Big inhale back to the center. As you exhale, drop the opposite arm and reach for your ankle as if you could touch it. If the neck is feeling okay, start to lift the gaze up, and you're really reaching through that left arm. Inhale as you come back to center. Good. Exhale, chair, bend the knees. Good. This time, you're going to take your hands, wrap them around the back of your head, hug the elbows in. Now we're going to take the elbows out. Again, hug the elbows back in. Take the elbows back out. One more time, hug those elbows back in. Take the elbows back out. Good, hands come to your heart, twist to the left. Pushing the hands into the center of the chest, lifting up from the sternum. If you would like to open the arms, you can open up the arms. One more breath. Exhale as you fold it down. Now take those feet hip distance apart this time. You're going to take your hands, slide them underneath your feet. Fingertips towards the heels. Now make sure you put the weight even on the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine, extend. Exhale as you fold. Again, you can bend your knees as much as you need to. And then lift the navel in and up. Hips lifting up towards the sky. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, we're going to release. Good, plant those hands. Take it back to high plank. All right, here we go. Navel in, high plank. Oh, high plank. Oh, high plank. Oh, high plank. Get with us. All right. From here, drop down to your right forearm. Oh, now drop down to your left. Straighten your right. Oh, straighten your left. Keep going. So this little drill is helping you to get strong in your core. And remember how you had all that nice engagement in your shoulders. Try to find it. Good. Let's do 3 more rounds. 2 more. 1 more. Next time you're in that high plank, stay there. Good. And then we'll meet on the belly. Drop all the way down. Good work. Rest on your right ear for a moment. Clasp your hands behind you, palms touch, fingers interlace. Leave your toes on the ground and start to straighten your arms, pushing your fists back towards your heels. Good. From here, start to lift the chest as you push into the toes. Pushing the chest forward, acting as if you could pull the chest off, and at the same time, you're reaching your fists back towards your heels, and the fists are lifting up towards the ceiling. 3 more breaths. Stretching out those shoulders. 2. Good. And 1. Drop back down. Bring the hands back beside the chest. Elbows in tight to the body. Find your upward facing dog or cobra. Sliding up, pushing into the hands, lifting the chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here. So your down dog can always be child's pose. 1 more deep breath. Lift your right leg up to the sky. Take that right knee to your right tricep. Tap it. Find the strength of the shoulders. Lift it back up. Right knee to the right tricep. Tap it. Find the strength of the shoulders. Push into your hands. Lift it back up. Last one. Take it to the tricep. Tap it. Lift it back up. Step the foot in between your hands. Warrior 2. So you're coming back into a lunge. Back foot spins flat. You're going to open up your hips. Looking out over your front fingertips. One more deep breath. Now straighten your front leg. Now start to spin your hips towards the front of your mat. Left hip coming as far forward as you can. Good. Try not to readjust your legs. Start to fold over your front leg. So your hands can be on the floor. They can be on your leg. They can be on your hip. Relax the back of your neck. So we need the hamstrings to be ready when we work on our Pincha Mayurasana when we kick up. A few more deep breaths here. Revolve side angle. You're going to bend back into that right knee. Left hand comes down on the inside of the right foot. And you're going to lift your right arm up to the sky. So if you need to make any changes to the length of this, it's fine. You know, where you are is not where you have to stay. If you feel like you're a little too wide, then fix it. One more deep breath. side plank. So you can drop down to your left knee and stack your right leg on top. Or you can stack the leg on top. One more deep breath. Good. As you drop your right hand down, lift your right leg back up to 3-point. Oh, reach it up to the sky. Now step it in between your hands, grounded airplane. You gotta lift your left leg up. Ground your airplane for now. Keep the hips nice and square. Now start to drop your chest towards your right thigh. One breath. Exhale, drop your right foot down to meet your left. Or is that your left foot down to meet your right? Fold. Good. From here, inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Now pull your right knee up to your chest. Good. Now try to find your core, hug it in, and use it to lift that right knee up even higher. Now wrap that right leg up and over the left, finding your eagle. Right arm wraps underneath the left. Hands may or may not touch. You can also wrap your arms around your chest or even keep your hands in prayer. So your right foot might be touching the side of your leg. It might actually be touching the ground. One more deep breath. Bring that right knee back up to the chest. Hug the navel in. Reach the arms up to the sky. Good. 3-point. The right foot steps back to the back of the mat. Hands come down. Good. Reach up your left leg. Now take that left knee to your left tricep. Lift it back up. Left knee to the left tricep. Push into your hands, round up through your back. And then reach it back up. Left knee to the left tricep. Last time. Find the core. Lift up through the navel. Reach it back up. Step that foot in between your hands for warrior 2. Back foot spins flat. Open up your chest to the side wall. Look out over your front fingertips. Now look down at your left leg and see if that knee is falling in, and see if you can bend a little deeper and then pull it away from the center line. Good. Now from here, start to straighten both legs. Now start to turn your hips towards the front of the mat. See if you can really drag that right hip forward. Now fold over your front leg. So your hands can go on your leg, they can go on the floor, releases using blocks, and relax your head. So this is a very long pyramid pose, a very long, intense leg stretch. It's different. One more breath. Revolve, side angle. You're gonna bend that left knee, right hand comes down, left arm reaches up. Stay strong in your right leg. Feel the back of your right knee lift up as you push your right heel towards the back of the room. Finding your side plank. So remember, you can drop down to your right knee and stack the left leg, or you can just stack it on top of the straight leg. Push up. One more deep breath. Good. Drop the left hand, lift the left leg, going right up into that 3-point. Step that foot in between your hands, grounded airplane. Lift that right leg up. Keep the hips nice and square. Now start to take your chest down towards your left leg. Relax the back of your neck. One more deep breath. Drop that right foot to meet the left. Now fold it down. Inhale to reach your arms up to the sky. Pull that left knee up towards the chest. Pull the navel in, so like this is like abs in disguise. Really suck the navel in, push down through the right foot. And then you're gonna take that left leg, wrap it up and over the right for eagle. Start to squat down. So remember that foot might hook around the calf, it may not. You might even drop your toes down to the floor on the outside of your other foot. Left arm underneath the right, reaching the arms up. Hands can be to your heart or wrapping around your chest. A few more breaths. And then we're going to lift that left knee back up to the chest. Again, find the core. Pull the navel in and up. And then 3-point, the hands come down. Right leg shoots up. Good work. Drop it downward facing dog. Find your child. Go ahead and drop down to the knees. Take the load off. Shoulders should be nice and primed. Core nice and steady. So we're going to give this a shot. Pincha Mayurasana. And we're going to do this in stages slowly. And you're going to have places where you can stop. So what we're trying to do is build strength in the shoulders. And we're trying to stabilize across the shoulders and through the core, okay? And we're not trying to rush this process. All right, so find your downward facing dog. From your downward facing dog, drop your forearms to the ground without bringing your arms closer together. So we like to start to slide the arms in. Just drop those forearms down to the ground. So if you have a really wide down dog, you might have to slide yours in. Slide yours in a little bit, Louise. Good. Good. From here, I want you to get on your tippy toes. Look forward and walk forward as much as you can. Don't stop walking until you feel like your feet won't walk anymore, and hold right there. Don't go anywhere. Just hold and breathe. So this is our starting point. If holding and breathing here is not right for you, then don't go any further. Few more deep breaths.
It's so tight though.
Oh, find that downward facing dog again, and then walk your hands back towards your heels. Hands back to the feet, so you're gonna forward fold and hang. So let your arms just dangle. Let them just be free. Give them a break. Let your head go. Good. Let's take a half sun salute just right here. Inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, drop it back down. All right. So you can either take that again, or we're going to see how much further we can go with this. So walk back out to your downward facing dog. From here, you're going to drop back down to those forearms. So try to keep the hands shoulder distance apart, all right? Now, push down into the forearms and feel the strength of the shoulders. Remember that angry cat we did earlier? So broaden across the shoulders here. Good. Now, again, look forward and start to tiptoe yourself forward. Tiptoe, tiptoe. When you can't tiptoe anymore, if you're going on, I want you to lift up your right leg. Good. Right leg lifts up to the sky, nice and straight, hips are square. Good. Get on your toes on your left foot and start to feel how that weight is starting to shift a little bit over the shoulders. Good. Drop that foot. Switch. And again, get on your tippy toes on the right foot. Good. Looking forward. Feel the weight as it starts to shift. Navel engages. That might be really scary, and this might be it. Drop that foot. Oh,
Keep
it's
going,
time.
Lindsay.
Child's pose. Yeah. So my teachers would make me, I had to be able to hold this for like 15 breaths before I could like go on. All right. So when we have the strength in our shoulders to really be able to hold that pincha shape, then we can start getting really playful with it, okay? And then like our body starts to get this memory as well. So when we actually start to catch a little air, we already have the strength in our shoulders that we've established by not hurrying. So you may do the same thing we just did over again. Creating that strength in the shoulders, not rushing this at all. All right, so we're gonna give it a shot, okay? Coming to that downward facing dog. Dropping the shoulders down to the mat. So if you find that your arms are coming together, don't continue. Like if your hands are starting to come together, that means you need more stability in your shoulders. You can use blocks, that's fine. But maybe just try to get more stability in your shoulders. Now start to walk forward. From here, you gotta lift up your right leg. Take tiny hops. Find the strength of the core. Good. Tiny. If you keep the right leg lifted and the left leg going back, you won't fall over. Good. And then you want to switch sides. So like if you don't hold it today, it's fine, right? Again, we're going on our journey. Now as you make those hops, make sure you're pulling the navel in and up. Nice, nice. Yes. And you notice how Lindsay has that one leg up and the other one is still down? That's going to keep her from falling and knocking herself out towards this curve over here. Good. So like that's the next stage. Go ahead and find your child's pose. So it's only when you can do that, right? Like Lindsay had that L shape. But you can do that L shape and you can hold that L shape for like 5 breaths. Like really give yourself time. Be able to hold it for 5 breaths. Then from there, start to bring your foot up. Good work, guys. And from here, just slide on out to your belly. Take your arms by your sides. So from here, we're going to do full shavasana. You're going to, this time, you're going to lift up your legs and your chest. You're reaching your feet for the back of the room and you reach the crown of your head forward towards the front. You can do anything you want with your hands. They can be straight back. They can be by your sides. You can clasp them again like we did earlier if you like. That would feel good. And exhale. Drop on down. Take your arms out like a T. Stretch out those shoulders. They've worked really hard. So from here, you're going to roll towards your right arm. Everybody's going to look different as they do this. So you might find it comfortable to put a block underneath your head or a towel, or you might be okay just letting your head hang down. Some people like to have their head off the mat. It feels different. Maybe try it. So your legs stacked on top of each other. You can have one foot down or both, right? So the more you have going on with your legs, like the deeper you're going into it. And just breathe. So that arm straight is going to get us more into the shoulder. This bent elbow that Louise has is going to get us more into the chest. Deep, full breaths. As you exhale, you're going to come back onto your belly. So you can do shavasana once more, or bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles or the feet, and then you're going to kick up to the sky. Few more breaths. Make sure you're kicking back into your hands if you're doing Vinyasa, because that's going to stretch your shoulders out from all that stuff we've been doing. Then as you're ready, exhale, bring it all down. Arms go out like a T. And then this time we're going to roll towards that left arm. So this side may be completely different, okay? So you want to honor your body and where it's at today. Still anchoring through the breath. Few more rounds of breath here. Exhale as you roll back onto your belly. Push yourself back to your child's pose. Deep full breaths. From here, we're going to either just lift up and roll to the side and bring the legs forward. Finding your way onto a seated position. Shavasana. So we're going to bend the right knee, bringing it into the side of the leg. And then keeping the left leg straight, you're going to start to lift the navel in and tilt the pelvis forward as the hips go back. So your hands might touch your ankle, they might touch your foot, or you can have them down on the ground, it's fine. And don't overwork your shoulders here. We just did a lot of work with the shoulders. You can let them relax. Yes, good, Louise. Relax.
Oh.
That's good. And slowly lift yourself up, Baddha Konasana. Bring the feet together to touch. And then we're going to take our thumbs on the insides of the feet, the other fingers wrap around the outsides of the feet, and then open the feet up like a book. And no judgment of yourself. No judgment of yourself. So you can stay nice and tall here, or if you like, you can again start to fold forward. Just giving the hips and the groin a little bit of love. Maybe closing your eyes and allowing that breath to just flow and take you deeper into this. A few more rounds. Let the knees open. Open the feet like a book. Open them up. Open them up. If it hurts your knees, don't open them up as much. Start to lift up your chest, shavasana on the left side. Straighten the right leg. Same with this pose. If you feel anything on your knee, you don't have to bring the foot into the thigh. Your foot can be further down the leg. It is fine. You can always put a block under your knee, but I like to figure out ways to adjust these poses without needing any props. All right, so if your knee is bothering you, you could just take the foot and slide it further down your right leg. And then don't overwork the shoulders. Let this forward fold come from the waist. Slowly lifting up. We're going to find diamond. So you bring the feet together, but they're not in as close as they were for Baddha Konasana. They're very wide. You move them away. And then you can just take your hands, put them on your feet, arms on the legs, and just exhale. Very passive. If you have a block or a bolster or a pillow that you want to put on your feet, you can. And then just breathe. And you control how deep you go into this pose. And you can close your eyes and let the breath be your guide. With yoga, we're trying to tap back into consciousness. Finding the wisdom that is deep inside of us. More rounds of breath. Good. Slowly lifting yourself up and slowly bringing yourself all the way down onto your spine. So we had a hard practice, right? We used a lot of upper body. We did core, a lot of repetition. So nice and easy, we're gonna take the legs straight up to the sky. Nice and easy way of inverting. Legs up, eyes closed, just breathe. This is feeling particularly awesome to you. You can always pause this video, put your legs up the wall, and really just take some time there. We'll be here about 3 more breaths. Hug the knees to the chest, give ourselves some love. Let those knees fall over to the right. Arms out like a T or a cactus, twisting, looking out over the left shoulder. Don't make it harder than it needs to be. Just relax. Coming back to the center, and then we'll twist over to the opposite side. Again, still anchored through the breath. The breath is always there for you. Back to the center. gonna come into our final rest for today, or maybe not your final rest, I'm sure you'll go to sleep later, but shavasana. Arms by your side, the legs, they're gonna just like go wide, they're gonna splay. Arms by your side, nothing too stimulating. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let it out through your mouth. Again, big inhale. Let it out through the mouth. Last one, we're going to do a big inhale. Exhale. Relax. Stay here, if you can, minimum of 7 minutes if you can. I know, it's rough, but it takes a while for our body to integrate this, for our nervous system to calm back down. And this can be a starting place for your meditation practice, right? If you can lay here for 7 minutes, undisturbed, maybe you can sit for a couple of minutes, right? So, thank you guys for tuning in. Stay in your shavasana. Namaste.